She's too strong for being an early stage boss. I call cheat.
Yeah, no, I think we weren't supposed to beat it. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like you can't judge a book by its cover.
But it doesn't seem to change anything.
It's just like, you're all scum to me. Go ahead and cry. Weep like the losers you are. Yeah, so I don't think this has changed, actually.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'm accepting of it.
Yeah, what just happened there?
The key fragment does things.
Okay.
And now we're supposed to fight her, and now she's supposed to be beatable.
Okay.
Leave it to me. No.
And it's pretty much the same as the first time for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can't get an EXE off of her. Oh no, I couldn't. I couldn't get an EXE because we killed her too quick.
Great.
She's worth like no experience whatsoever.
Yeah.
Poor R4.
She'll get stronger, and so will we.
Yeah. Ridley's in it. I think we kind of skimmed over that.
Yeah.
Ridley's a new playable character. He's not too big for Smash anymore.
Yeah, they shrunk him a little.
Okay, you can go ahead and read this one.
Looks like this Neptune lost her memory. Okay.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Oh, and here. This is an HDD for you to create plans. Oh. That's nice. It's not much.
Okay. Yeah, she's just giving us a memory upgrade. Alright. Yeah. This is a plan for a new dungeon. I'm a brave spelunker. I'm looking for all the world's dangerous dungeons. Added Zeka Ruins #1.
You mean the one that's right there?
Is it?
Yeah, like right up there.
Is it?
We
yeah,
have
there
it.
It is. Yeah. You know what, we might just have tough enemies turned off for Virtual Forest. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're handing them to us even though we have them.
Yeah, it's
Which
weird.
is a little bit of a strange choice. Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
I guess we're just going to the next
Yeah, I
thing.
guess we're going to the next one.
Where they explain to If that they have a quest, but only kind of this early on.
Yeah, only sort of.
Yeah.
We just know that Nep hears voices, and we're supposed to do what they tell us.
And we got this thing. It looks like some kind of fragment of a key.
The key
it's
fragment.
Like it's some kind of... This rock is shiny. It must be important to our quest.
Let's see. Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced yesterday. Do you have any opinions about that?
Okay, so I was the exact right age to be really, really, really into the first Kingdom Hearts. And then the A Chain of Memories was good.
Yeah.
And then I was old enough when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out that there were two paths I could have taken. One of them I have friends that went down, and that's the, oh my god, there's a whole bunch of yaoi bait in this, so I'm going to make my life revolve around Roxas and Axel kissing. Or you could go down the path that I took, which is, wow, this has become self-parody and it's amazing, but it's weird.
Yeah.
So it just kind of became just funny for me. It's like, this thing with all the Final Fantasies and the Disneys, that was already inherently silly, and now they've spammed it with so many original characters who do so much nonsense that it feels like they're just messing with us. And I enjoyed that. And then, at the time that we had 385 Days Over 2 and Birth by Sleep, I was not able to afford new video games because that was like right when when we were leaving home and getting ourselves into an apartment and stuff. So I just kind of dropped off the map for
It's a plan
Kingdom
to change
Hearts.
the items you get in dungeons, find out what you can get with this, and then change items. Zeka Ruins. Yeah, so they have to give them back to us, but we do already have them active, and we do have them in our inventory.
But we need to absolutely not miss when they give us something new.
Yeah, so we need to be aware of this at all times.
Yeah.
Monster Cave, and
Grandpa.
here's a plan that'll summon stronger monsters. I'm not a bad monster. Zeka Ruins. Is it question mark or Wandering Girl we have to do?
I don't know. Wandering Girl, I think, is like Falcom or someone who's not going to join us. Oh,
no,
hi.
it's Puchiko.
Okay.
A nice cup of bitter hot.
Why is this one voiced?
I don't remember. And then she calls her Puchiko, and she goes, "My name's Broccoli. Fuck you." And then we go and look at the Basilicom, and then we go in it, and ask for permission to go to last station, I want to say.
And they're like, we don't know who you are. You're cute, but get out. The goddess isn't here today.
Okay.
No, this is just from talking
okay.
to
Yeah.
Misty.
So this is the first time that Arfor and Istwar were talking in here. I immediately recognized the room and was like, "Holy shit! Why are we in here all of a sudden?"
This is the boob room where you cram yourselves in and teleport, but it was broken.
Yeah, that's the room where we go to Celestia if it's
so there's
working.
more dots, and also there's still a question mark over it.
So if I do this, can I see the question marks too, or
no?
Oh, that's really annoying. I was wondering if I could. It would have been easier to get things.
Okay,
What is this plan? Is this part of my trial to be king?
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe. Fortify enemies obtained.
Should we just bump enemies up so that we're getting some experience, or should we just speed
actually,
through?
somebody told me, and I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but somebody told me if you bump enemies up or down, it doesn't change the experience output.
Oh. Is it so it's just for the challenge?
Yeah, so you can literally... I kicked the mic a couple seconds ago, by the way, and I just want to apologize for that. But yeah, somebody told me that basically it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you can put them down at all times and just speed run through the game, and it doesn't change the amount of experience you get. Supposedly.
Man, that's not how Disgaea works, so no other RPG should do it different. What's this? A plan? Wait, all we have to do is grind and use our physical attacks, right? Well, I'll take this anyway. It's probably something we already got.
Yeah,
yep.
It's weaken enemies, which we've already got. Here's a particular plan for you. At my level, most monsters won't even prove to be a challenge. Destroy symbols. We've got that one too.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna give us super jump next?
How's this plan, Sheikah? It may come in handy, Nada. Nothing to lose holding on to this, Sheikah.
Shikanara. Get the painting
What?
obtained. I don't know. I don't recognize that at all.
You say it, and they say you cannot get the painting, but you don't know why you can't get the painting.
They don't tell you. It doesn't say.
You wake up in a dungeon surrounded by longrels, mongrels, and dongrels.
Okay, where is get the painting? Because I want to see this shit.
I don't remember any other Thy Dungeon Man jokes right now.
No, I guess it's not here. Is it... maybe it's just the paint colors, and we didn't realize that it was named that originally?
Talk to Dennis about parapets.
That's such a pain in the butt.
There you go.
I'd like to know what that was. Oh
it's
my gosh.
somewhere. It was definitely a plan.
Yeah, it was a plan, but I don't know where the plan went.
Well, I'm not seeing it here. Not
yeah,
that
me
we can
neither.
really tell.
Outfits. Well,
I don't
it would
see
say
why it would
new
be-
if it was something like that, right?
Maybe?
I don't know. Okay. I guess we'll never get the painting. Damn. I really wanted it.
You don't look like a peasant. You don't smell like a peasant. And you're not on fire like a peasant, so you can't get the painting.
Okay, so there was a question mark in here. I think that question mark might be some of our DLC characters.
Yeah, just wandering around before we can get them.
Why,
it's
hello
this guy.
there. How's everything so far?
It's gonna give us some
Looks like you've got a medal there.
SD
You
cards.
defeated a powerful enemy, right? That means you should be able to use this now. I hope it comes in handy.
External
HDD. Wow, you putting games on an external hard drive is like, why? How is your game that big? How small was that external?
It's my special 2 million hour long turn-based sprite RPG adaptation of the Wheel of Time and the Belgariad all together.
Come back when you defeat any powerful enemies, or when you go up in rank. I'll give you another disc then. Alright. I kinda don't want another one right now, though. Plutia's been added. Yay!
The girls are back in
Airy
town.
style received. Plutia's memo
I think those are just for her.
those were
her
plans,
outfits.
and it was just all of her outfits and stuff, and we've already got those. Bishi!
Welcome
I'm not going
back.
to change our party, by the way. I'm going to leave it as
It's not
is.
worth it right now.
Kids' clothes with a Z, like Kids Bop. Peachy's scrapbook and everything
Do they
else.
still make Kids Bops?
I believe they do, yeah.
Cool. All right.
Istar has been
quick.
added. Yeah, she was given to us immediately.
Yeah,
this
we didn't
time.
have to get her in the plot yet.
I guess, it's so weird. 2 times rainbow. Oh yeah, somebody pointed out this might be a reference to Double Rainbow.
Okay.
Which, boy, is that not timely. You wouldn't know that because
Yeah.
nobody remembers that as a joke anymore. Being a student is sweet, but with how things are nowadays in school, I have to be careful. Sad times. Oh, okay. Wow, he's really sad.
I forgot we got a little if like this.
Here's
She
a
looks good
plan
like
for
that.
an accessory. Now you're one with the residents of the underworld. Yeah, and this was an item we never finished.
Oh, yeah.
The underworld ring. I tried, but we just couldn't get all of the stuff
Yeah.
together. Probably because of Don Kong again.
Probably.
I was a Don Kong again. Tripping over words today. Uni!
Hey. What's this? It seems like you need my help.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah, add Coliseum fight.
Cool.
Miss Glasses.
I'm tired of seeing girls become pretty after taking their eyeglasses off. How about girls getting pretty putting eyeglasses on? No? Okay.
Kakaroo. The more popular the title, the more it fails when you change the main, don't it?
Well, did they change any main characters
Not
in
yet.
the series?
Here's a plan for a new dungeon. It's good to have a fully accessible dungeon now, right? I can't believe how good it feels to not have to worry about falling. I think that guy is supposed to be the main character of Spelunky, but I cannot be sure.
Well, he's almost dressed like Mario, but he doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, he's not dressed at all like the guy from Spelunky. Like, maybe he's Dig Dug? But I don't
Yeah.
think he's Dig Dug either. I can't quite tell.
Last time I bought online, it forced me to enter my card number, Shika. Is this a conspiracy, Shika?
No, that's how you buy things online.
Yeah, where else is your money coming from? What was that adventurer?
That's the next event we do.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I guess we don't have anything else to do, so we may as well
Yeah.
do the event. Alright, Adventurer. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Adventurer is...
there's-
Yeah, I was
there's
going to say,
Falcom.
it's Falcom showing up, and that's, I think, it. And
then
last
we
station,
go and try
Basilicom,
to-
but we need to check every time we do something.
That's
because we
true.
don't want to mess up and miss anything. It'll suck if we miss stuff.
Yeah, well,
Let me just make sure we can.
Have we saved
have all
it
these
all?
Things. No, not yet. Item change, add enemies. You know what? I'm gonna turn this one on real quick. The Lad Sanctuary, add enemies, MS Mountain. So the last thing that we had where
hey,
we
there was
couldn't-
one where we hadn't actually finished the plan.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah,
this is
there's
for
a-
add enemies though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to go into that dungeon to get Dolphin Tails for add enemies.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that there's no dungeons. There's no dungeons that we can add that we just haven't gotten, right? Like 'cause
I don't think so.
The closest we have to that would literally just be like
Millennium Labyrinth
Millennium Labyrinth. I'm pretty sure. Like that's the next one.
or something.
First next. Because that's added, and then we can't add this one because we don't have it. That one's added. That one we can't add because we don't have it. Can't do it. Yeah. And then we're down to, like, stuff that we gotta get from other places. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we want to be super careful.
Yeah, okay. I'll save real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think
We've
I
got,
actually... now that I think about it, I think it did actually save.
Okay. Anyways, we've got like a date on when Octopath Traveler's
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
no, it's
next
we've had it
month.
for a while though. It's
Yeah.
July 13th. We've had that for
There's a
don't
new
know, like 6
there's a
months, I
new
think.
demo coming out in a couple days.
was that a couple days or was that right around the release of the game? Because
No, I thought it was like on the
maybe
14th
I'm wrong.
or something.
I don't know.
But like there's apparently a second demo, so that'll be cool.
Yeah. Are we gonna do that one too? Do you think?
I would like to.
Okay. We never finished the first one. Is my
Yeah,
main
there
issue.
is like one quest left.
Yeah, well, there's a dungeon we didn't go into where you can only get into it when you have both of the characters from the finished thing
Mm-hmm.
together.
Yeah, that's the game I'm most hyped for. Josh wants us to just get all of the good Switch games as they come out.
Yeah, unfortunately, that would be extremely expensive, so we're going to have to figure out what we're doing. The Patreon's going to offset that so that we can actually put things up on the channel and yada yada yada.
And it's not like I don't have money.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know.
We are not, like, on the verge of starvation.
Not right now, anyway.
We're fine. I mean,
it's happened in the past, but not right now.
We've never been on the verge of starvation. We've had some times where we've had to drop a bunch of money on emergencies.
Yeah.
Which is why I like to not spend too much money.
Yeah.
I mean, what if one of our computers explodes?
Yeah.
But anyways,
well, that happened once, and then we were gone for 5 months.
Well, it didn't explode, but yes.
We lost, like, 90% of our viewership, I think, when that happened.
Oh, that's
yeah,
rough.
I don't mean to be depressing or to, like, bring attention to that, but yeah, if you guys check prior to the computer, like, breaking, and then now, views went down considerably. And it's only something that I've really noticed lately. But it's like, yeah, I've noticed it lately.
Yeah.
Neptune gets really good views, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're probably going to be getting a lot of the newish Switch games as they come out because we want to play them, but we have a justification because we've got the stuff.
Yeah.
We got the channel.
We get a justification for.
But the only one I'm
hyped
hyped for, I mean, eventually Smash. That's going to be way down the line, though. But I am hyped for Octopath Traveler because I need me some insanely dense pixel RPGs. I need them.
Here's a plan to summon stronger enemies. I'm worried about the current game industry. A lot of people are.
Everyone sucks but Nintendo right now. Is that just how it seems?
No, there's some good stuff going on all sides. It's a plan to change the items you can get in a dungeon, nah. Find out what you get with this, nah.
Well, everyone seemed to be like on the same page that Sony's offerings at E3 were kind of lackluster.
Its E3 was lackluster, but then there were also other problems. People were really, really angry about the way that they had things going on between their segments as well. Here's a plan for you that'll make stronger monsters. Don't try to level with me. Okay. But it was things like their in-betweens, between showing off trailers and stuff. Were really quick little animated things that looked like they were trying to be funny, but just came off as kind of like...
Oh man, was it like them old PSP cartoons where it's like a nut you can play with outside?
No. It was like, let's animate tentacles and then one of them explodes. Okay. And they were like all music based, even though nothing was going on musically. They opened with like a man playing a banjo for the first 6 minutes of their show. What? There was a guy at one point who busted out like an ancient flute and just started playing a flute before they showed off it was a really good game, but it was just a man sitting there playing a flute for like 3 minutes. And then they took 20 minutes after they showed off their first game, which was The Last of Us Part 2. They took 20 minutes to sit there and just have a conversation as intermission. And people were like, you showed one game. Why are you doing intermission?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been paying close attention to E3. The impression that I'd gotten was that Nintendo was the only one who really showed anything major. A lot of the companies showed major things, like not sure.
Console manufacturers.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't care what Xbox does in general, so I don't pay attention to them.
Xbox did actually show some okay stuff. They had what was it? I want to say it was like 50 games, and 18 of them were exclusives, but it was like timed exclusives. And then people figured out afterward that wasn't even technically true. It was they were exclusives, but I think every single game they showed off that was like quote-unquote exclusive was something that was also coming out on the PC.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's Microsoft.
Yeah, and it's like Microsoft doesn't technically own PC, by the way.
I mean, Windows makes it easy.
It does, but nah. But yeah, no. Microsoft showed off like 50 fucking games, and it was like, oh man, these are really cool. But in all fairness, they were multiplats, so it wasn't really anything to brag about. But then you have little things like I complained about it, but Battletoads was like a teaser trailer for Battletoads, and it's like without gameplay, you don't know how good it's going to be, so don't, like, get super hyped for Battletoads, because all we saw was, like, a picture of a tongue. We didn't even see the characters, it was just a picture of a tongue.
Huh.
And we heard some music, and it's like, well, the music's good, don't get me wrong, but don't get too excited about, like, a teaser trailer that has no gameplay footage at all.
Yeah, and I remember that you were just angry as hell at the EA presentation because you just don't like them.
EA every year I get super pissed off at because they have to dedicate like half their E3 thing to EA Sports, which is
and
like...
we just don't care about sports.
We don't care about sports games, but on top of that, EA Sports is like, let's try to resell the same game 12 times once a year, and then eventually switch to another engine, and then try and make a new game. But it's like, that happens so infrequently, it's like, okay, who the fuck cares? We have to be nice to girls?
What?
She said we have to be nice to girls.
I mean...
We're all girls here.
Yeah,
Like,
we kind of don't.
we shouldn't have to.
Yeah, like... I mean, this one's being mean first.
Yeah, no, this was Noir attacked us. That's how this fight starts.
Also, it's not like she's not gonna join us. She's
oh,
gonna be
by
a
the way,
friend.
I don't know if we've actually looked at Uni's.
Oh yeah, we
thing.
haven't really looked at it up close.
Yeah, this is Uni's CPU form, her HDD.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I like the drills. I didn't expect her weird little pigtails to turn into drills.
I don't like those because they're kind of in general. I don't like theirs. Hers are fine.
Oh, you don't like drills just in general?
It's not how hair works.
I know, but I think they look aesthetically pleasing. I do actually.
I don't think they're aesthetically pleasing. I think you can violate hair logic if it looks good, and I think that the hair drills don't look good.
That's fair.
Said, like, I like that she's just got a massive gun. I wish she kept her hat.
Well, none of the HDDs keep any of their outfits on.
But you can give them different accessories.
Yeah,
so
you
she
can.
might get a hat, but
maybe she has
not.
one hidden somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I just find it funny that we have a gunner now.
Yeah, she just shoots things.
Shooting the shit out of her own sister.
She really did shoot her up.
Yep. Slowly getting more memory to get those others.
Yeah.
Even if I was outnumbered.
Alright, anyways, one thing I noticed, even when I wasn't paying attention to the E3 stuff, when you had it up on our TV and you were grumbling at it, like, anytime my ears just sort of pointed in that direction, it just sounded like, first of all, everyone had, like, a European accent. I don't know if that means much.
That's Ubisoft, honestly. Like, it's not entirely Ubisoft, but Ubisoft does that a lot.
EA did it too.
Ubisoft is not, like, an American or even a North American-based company. They are technically, I think, a Swedish company.
I think Ubisoft is French, but they might have Swedish people in there.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. But, like, it's just
EA does it a lot, too.
It's just, like, every time I looked over, when it wasn't Nintendo, like, it was just a bunch of people with varying accents from all over Europe talking about how their game is, like, innovative storytelling, telling you about human loneliness and interacting in a deep world, and it's like, okay, we all know how stories work.
Well, it's really common, especially lately, for stories to take, like, a big fucking chunk of the game.
Which is fine.
I feel like it's okay under certain circumstances.
I feel like it's not what you want to play up at your presentation about your game.
Yeah, right.
Tell us how the game plays. We'll find the story.
My opinion has always been that games should be about gameplay and that story should take a backseat to it. It's still important, but I feel like gameplay should come first.
I feel like if you're trying to convince people to buy your game, you shouldn't give them the entire plot in your E3 presentation.
Yeah, well, they don't. They just bluster and sit there
they
and
just
talk
say
about
generic
how
shit
cool
about.
it is.
Yeah, they just talk about how their story is so storyful. And it's
sit
like
there
that.
And wank
It's
their game
becoming
off,
it's becoming a cliche. First of all, show me the basic concepts of what your game is. Second, maybe introduce the characters, but not give me all of this. Well, it's all we're exploring human emotion and it's immersive. It's always immersive human emotion, and then they play a song, and it's like, okay.
Because that's how you make the big bucks. That's the easiest way to convince people who are into things like artsy video games to buy your video games.
Like, I'm into artsy stuff and I'm into video games, and I can sometimes be into artsy video games, but, like, still just give me a game. Give me a game and then make the story in the game good. Don't try to explain it like it's a movie, because if I wanted to watch a movie, I can.
Yeah, no, I agree. Believe me.
I mean, like, everyone who's been watching this knows my opinion on, like, for example, Neptunia, where it's like, oh man, this is a great deep battle system. Wow, these cutscenes are bad. Wow, great battle system. Wow, I like the characters, but the cutscenes are bad. It's like, you gotta balance. And depth will never hurt you. The best games are the ones where you can play it without paying attention to your stats and shit, and it can still work, but then when you really look at it, when you really game the system and learn it, then you can do amazing shit. And then have a good story on top of it. Basically, everything has to be held to the standard of Disgaea. But that's just
I don't know
me.
if that's a fair standard to hold things to, though.
Well, for gameplay, it isn't always. For story, I mean...
This guy's like a 10 million hour RPG.
Only if you want it to be. And I do.
I think most people want it to.
I want it to... I mean, I just get stuck in the item world.
Yeah,
That's my
I know.
thing, is just I want every character to be the best they can be, and I do that by going into the item world, and I just want to max out everyone's equipment. And I give all of the fighters the same names as Laserwing characters. If you never noticed that, which you probably didn't, because...
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes.
Because I don't think anybody else is going to care.
Oh no, no
now.
one else has seen me play Disgaea, but like if you ever like looked over when I was playing on the DS and saw that there were characters just named like, I don't know if I had a Tony, but I had a Matt.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I can't tell you.
I know that I had a male heal. Male healers in the first Disgaea are 100% useless. They are not required to unlock any other classes, and they don't do anything that the female healers
no.
can.
You know what I
Still
just-
made sure to had one named after one of my laser wings.
You know what I just realized is that the hero weapons aren't in our inventories.
Oh,
Because
plot.
I guess because they're plot weapons, yeah, it must take a while for them to come back into the inventory.
Yeah, not that we need them.
Well, it's just that that's like the strongest type of sword for Neptune.
Yeah, but she's doing fine.
Yeah, well, for now, anyway. It's just, I kind of wish we had the strongest sword back.
Yeah, we'll get it.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll get it.
Oh, crap. I didn't want to fight things. Hold on.
Well, they're not going to be hard,
No, they're not hard. It's just time-consuming.
I guess.
But anyway, yeah. Oh, fuck, what was I saying?
E3.
Oh, yeah, E3. So they've got this issue where a lot of them basically just push story before everything else, and it's like, I don't... To each their own. I'm not going to get angry if that's what you like. That's totally your choice.
They all sound like the same story, though.
Yeah, a lot of developers, though, and let's be real, it's not usually the developers going up on stage at E3. Sometimes it is, but usually it's producers, and they are called developers, or it's people like, and I loved this, they had on stage an executive producer. And all I could think is, oh my god, why did you take an executive producer on stage? For those of you who don't know how like the industry works when it comes to stuff like that, executive producer is a meaningless title.
It's just the guy who says yes to making the game and gives you the money.
No, it's
No?
not. That's not even what it is. An executive producer is somebody who wants to be a part of the game, but doesn't want to do anything or doesn't have the skills to do anything. It's the guy who comes to the office and then pegs people with Nerf darts for the rest of the day.
It's Notch.
Yeah. Notch was the actual creator of Minecraft for a while.
Okay.
But then he took on the responsibilities of just running the company, which basically ran itself. So he didn't really care at all. But executive producer is nothing. It's a meaningless title. Okay. And there were at least a handful of them up at E3 this year. And I was just looking at it like, why did you take these people who probably have, like, I don't know, chairs they could be sleeping in to E3?
Because they wanted to do something.
Like, I'm sorry, by the way. I know that seems really blunt, and it's probably a little bit mean of me to say, but it's like,
But then
executive producers don't
Nintendo
really do
comes
anything,
around,
it's for real.
and like, I'll admit a heavy bias towards Nintendo. I want to like Sony. I still think the PS2 is one of the best consoles. I just don't really care about Xbox, but I use Windows, so I can't scorn Microsoft too hard.
Well, it's like,
but
a lot of the stuff that oh, go ahead.
Nintendo is the only ones I care about. It's like, you got all these other guys who are executive producers and assholes who don't do anything. It's like, we don't care. Josh screams at the TV. And then we get, like, Reggie come on, we cheer. You get, like...
I don't cheer when Reggie comes on. I just go,
no.
Oh, hey, it's Reggie.
No, yeah, we just like, oh, shit, it's Reggie. or Miyamoto comes on, we clap for Grandpa.
I don't clap for Miyamoto.
Do you think of him as Grandpa?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think of him as that weird squinty man. Like,
okay,
I don't
that's
know
a little much.
No, not in that way. Miyamoto himself is just kind of like, okay. I know how that's out of context. That sounds awful, but look at pictures of Miyamoto and compare him to anyone else. He just is smiling all the time, but he's the kind of person who closes his eyes when he smiles. So he's constantly got his eyes closed.
Yeah, well, anyways.
I know how that sounds. Believe me, that's not how I mean it.
Anyways, all these other people from these other companies come up and we just think, wow, who's this asshole? And then all the Nintendo guys come up and we're like, oh man, this is him. He looks good. We miss
Except
Iwata.
You only really recognize 2 of them now, right? Because like,
I
recognize
kind of
a
recognize
handful of
Sakurai.
them. I recognize Sakurai, even though he's different every time we see him. Does
he always look a little bit angry?
No, but he usually looks a little bit younger every time you see him.
That's
I made a
weird.
joke about it before he came up. I thought I saw a CPU from another land come by. She looked awfully similar, but she was wearing eyeglasses, so it must be someone else.
Perfect disguise.
Yeah. But before they showed off Smash at this year's E3, they said, here's a man who I love to introduce. And I went, it's going to be Sakurai. What the fuck was that monkey noise?
What?
Did you not hear that weird monkey noise?
No.
It's a weird monkey noise.
I don't know.
I said, Reggie was like, here's Sakurai or whatever. And I'm like, I turned to Megan and I went, watch him be a baby. Watch him be so much younger. You're going to look at him and be like, how is this man literally aging in reverse? And he comes in and he looks like a teenager now. That man is like 60 pushing 70 years old.
Is he?
Yes. And when you see pictures of him when he was just joining Nintendo at the age of like 20, he looks like he's about fucking 40 or 50 years old. He actively gets younger as time goes on. It's a meme, but it's also true. It's super true. Like, for real. Go look up pictures of Sakurai, like when he started Nintendo and then when he wasn't starting Nintendo anymore, like nowadays. It's ridiculous how he ages in reverse. And then for a while, if you searched pictures of Sakurai, you got like mug shots of people.
Wait, really?
I don't remember why that happened, but it was like somebody accidentally entered somebody else's name as like Masahiro Sakurai. So it's just like a weird picture of some really sad man.
Remember
it might not actually be a mugshot, by the way. I have no idea.
Remember when the Switch wasn't out yet, and they did the Switch presentation with
really sad.
like the Splatoon guy? What was his name?
I don't remember
posing
that guy's name.
during that.
Okay,
thing.
that I think was the second time he did that, and every time he comes up on stage, people kind of like because I watch this stuff on Twitch usually. Mm-hmm. In the Twitch chat, people make faces. Like they'll legitimately, the moment he comes up, go, "Oh no, prepare yourself." Because every single time he goes up, it sounds like he's really nervous and that he's not quite sure what he's actually like showing off or supposed to be doing.
The Splatoon guy?
Like he knows it's Splatoon, but and
then he's got his guns out and he poses with them.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that he'll literally just start posing with the guns and stuff. And it's like, clearly, he and his studio did this to begin with. Like they scripted it. Mm-hmm. But they thought it would look way cooler than it does. Like, it's one of those weird situations where it's like, I almost feel sorry for him because he looks kind of awkward when he comes up and does things, and then he's just, like, posing and saying things. And the first time he did it, it was really bad. It was better the second time and the third time, but the first time it was really awkward. Because he was, like, tripping over his lines, and he was, like, not quite posing right on stage, and people had to, like, tell him from off stage, no, raise your arm. And it was like, oh, that poor guy. He is an actual dev though. He's one of the
Yeah.
devs on Splatoon, and he seems like he's a really nice guy, but boy, does he have some like big things he's supposed to do, and is he not probably the right guy to do them at all?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like we all know Sakurai and Miyamoto and Reggie and all of them, and then like just like in the back of my head I think, and the guy who poses with guns in Splatoon.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It left an
He's actually
impression.
shown. I think it was last year at E3 he showed up, but I don't even remember if he actually did for E3 last year. I'm trying to remember right now. I don't think he was there. No, he was. Okay, no, he was. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know if he was there when they announced the DLC for the Octo Kids, but he totally was. Now that I think about it.
Uni's so cute in that hat.
By the way, we don't play Splatoon, but I kind of wish I did.
We don't own it.
Like the aesthetic of Splatoon is super
I know
nice.
a bunch of people who are just really into the Squid Girls in Splatoon.
I know a bunch
so
of people who are legitimately into Splatoon, like super hardcore playing in tournament kind of people.
Yeah, and
But-
I just see a lot of people posting pictures of like Squid Girls in like Discord, and I look at it, it's like, okay, bye. It's like, I don't play that game. Goodbye.
I guess Callie and Mary are assist trophies now. Well, an assist trophy now, right? That was one of the
I think
announcements.
so. So is Bomberman. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because okay, so Bomberman is not a Nintendo character,
No,
but
not
is
at all.
definitely like a classic gaming sort of character. Is very iconic, the same way like Mega Man is. So like, okay, he's not a full character. That's still something. Who else could be in it as an assist trophy that we just don't know about yet? There's a lot of people who could be. The Dig Dug guy, the Pong. I don't know.
Pong?
I'm hoping for Banjo. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm going to keep my heart open for Banjo.
all but like positive it's not going to happen at all.
My heart is open for Banjo as long as it's not nuts and bolts.
I know.
She was doing a little dance there in her little hat. Like, I don't know. Something about Uni is just cuter than the others. I think it's because of the hat and the gun.
Yeah.
Because
no.
she looks like she doesn't
good
need...
hair.
She looks like she shouldn't have a gun.